Good morning, guys. I already had some rolled oats and some tea. Now I'm just working on the project for the electric unicycle so that I can charge up my devices using USB-C and USB-A and charging up the electric unicycle with solar panels, something you can't normally do. And I've gotten quite far. I made the cables for the input side yesterday. I tested out everything, if it would fit and how it needed to be fitted. And today I went for the output side. And I got kind of stuck here because I realized that these things would end up being way too close to the edge. How can I show you? Yeah, probably like so. Stack these two and then put this in here. Here you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, so I had some issues where these things, they wouldn't really properly stay down because this screw and this little piece of metal here wasn't big enough. So I actually took one of these ring terminals and I cut off the ring itself. The reason I didn't use something like these, which would fit perfectly, is because they're not made of copper coated in nickel, albeit I don't really care about the nickel part. That's just for anti-oxidation. But yeah, I cut off the rings and then I put them there so that these will actually stay down. I also have a back wall of barley paper here, and I will be using heat shrink around the middle terminal here and this one as well. Probably even put a little bit of barley in between these two connections just to make absolutely sure that no short circuit would occur in case these get a little bit loose and end up touching each other. That'd be catastrophic. So yeah, just kind of spending some time here going through the safety. The whole issue is just me trying to fit it into such a small box here. Like, it's all gonna end up taking up like this amount of space. Here, let me put this on. Okay, so there's a few cables sticking out, but you get the idea. It's gonna be perfectly snug, everything pressed together. So in order to get everything into this little amount of space is really a challenge, and I have to spend a lot of extra time on working on some safety stuff here, because I genuinely don't think they wanted anyone to use 10 gauge wire and 10 gauge connectors. It's just way over the top, really. But I'm also trying to future-proof this box a little bit, and the cabling and such, so that in the future, when they release one of these XY modules with, right now the input is limited to 140 volts and the output to 125, so there's some issues that make it so that using at most 100.8 volt electric unicycle is the most reasonable, because when it comes to using this with solar panels and such, I could talk for minutes about why that's the case, but essentially it's because the output side is 25 volts instead of 26, which is a step up from 100.8 volt wheel, and then the next step up is 134, which I can input into this, but I wouldn't be able to natively charge it. But in any case, I'm just working on this. Actually, I started the day over at Moss, going over there, hanging out a bit. Well, no. Well, yeah, that's how it is. I went over to Moss, said good morning, talked to him a bit. Yeah, I'm just gonna be doing this for the next few hours. Hopefully, I'll be able to finish the output side. One of the residents here, Oliver, a nice guy, he let me borrow some solder, and so I can finally work on the soldering as well. So I got everything here I need except for a little bit of heat shrink for these terminals, which my cousin has. So I'll just go visit him soon. I got some packages arriving there as well. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna be working on for the next few days. When I receive the parts for the electric unicycle, I'm gonna take it apart completely and just go through like a cleanup, safety checkup. Apply some duct tape to the XT connectors and make the modifications that I need so that this one will work with the electric unicycle. Because I'm not actually going to use the hot charge ports. I'm going to do something much safer, much better. You'll see. But first, I gotta finish this thing. Oh yeah, and the guy I borrowed the soldering tin from, he also invited me, basically gave me the secret password to join this what do you call it? It's like a community of people that meet different places in the world, kind of nomadic people for the most part. Like all kinds of people show up in vans and tents and just have like a festival of sorts for like a month with uh like no electricity, and like the main camp is, well, it's just all gonna be live music. And you know I mean, people can have their electricity and stuff down in their tents, but really they try to have it more natural and bare bones and stuff. But yeah, he gave me the secret code to actually be able to figure out where these things take place. It's a word of mouth kind of invitation, so don't ask for it. Um, you gotta respect those kind of things. When people find a good system that works, don't try and break it. So I'm really excited about that. Definitely, because for me, I just want to kind of travel. I don't really care for the destination. I just want to see a bunch of different places. But this is going to allow me to kind of plot out when these different, like multi-day or multi-week or a month-long events are. And then I can just kind of head in that direction, pass through some different countries, see some stuff on the way there, and then, maybe end up taking a bit of a break from the daily travel and, hang out with some people, make some connections for a little while with like-minded people. I think this is actually really fucking great. Um, I'm definitely looking forward. All these events are gonna start soon. Now that the weather is changing, my bumps on this eyelid are not getting better. Shit. Oh well, at least I can have it surgically removed soon, right? Yes, and Thomas came back. This is so sweet. He brought me some lasagna. I forget to eat enough. I only had rolled oats today. I barely ate anything yesterday, so I appreciate it. Went on the electric unicycle to buy some cigarettes for me and Moss. Let's see if he's home. Wants to hang out. I brought some grapes. Hey, Moss. Guys, got a craving for some delicious food, so I'm heating up some leftovers. Adding some mushroom, soy. So this just goes amazingly with meat. Not too much though. Maybe a little bit of sweetness. Do I add sugar? Do I not? Maybe a little bit. Yeah. Got a little bit of sugar up in there. Maybe we can deglaze a little bit of sugar. I'm gonna heat up some bread. Turn this down. Okay. And we're gonna heat up some of these tortillas. Add some hummus. I think that's about it. Oh, it's gonna be good. I'm hanging out with Stoney and Dion in voice chat. It's nice. Guys, here we go. Got some hummus there on the bottom. I ended up eating 2 of these over in the kitchen with another resident who lives here, Jacob, or Jakob. It was nice. We got a bit closer to each other. We hadn't really had, it was mostly just casual conversations about kind of meaningless stuff, but we had a pretty good conversation about, building communities, and um, it just went on from there. It was nice. Ended up eating most of my food with him. He invited me to go to the sauna on Sunday. He's gonna fire it up, so I'm definitely gonna do that. I think I'm gonna soak in the bathtub afterwards. I think that would be ideal. It's gonna be a wellness day on Sunday. I'm just hanging out with Stony in voice chat. About to watch some YouTube. This may be good night.